So early morning and a little bit of a hectic morning because I actually planned to go to another place. I went to that other place and I wanted to photograph the heather, but the heather was basically not in bloom anymore, sadly. So I had to come up with a plan B, so I was driving a little bit around, where to go, and I knew about this place, which is a bird reserve, so no drones. And yeah, there's a fog here, which is good. I didn't plan for fog at that heather place, but I didn't really wanted fog, kind of ish, like there's fog in entire Denmark, besides exactly where I am, like thick fog. So there's a little bit of fog here down by the ground, and then there's a clear blue sky above me. But the first photo I have found is this one here. There's like a tunnel, as you can see, and there's a little bit of fog along this trail in here. So put on the long lens, and as you can see here, aperture priority f16 ISO 100 gives me a shutter speed of 2 seconds. There's not a whole lot to it. Straight on, that's the thing with these tunnel shots, that straight in the middle, it looks beautiful. Very simple shot. But I want to get up into this tower, and I haven't been there before. Hopefully I can get up above these bushes and shoot out over some lakes where the fog is down by ground level. That ought to look good. Potential. So I've been waiting up here for like 10 minutes right now, and I gotta admit, right now there's actually too much fog. Like, I can't really see anything here. So it's I could wait, of course, but I know that there is one other place close by here that I actually also want to photograph. I can walk there, it's just like 300 meters that way. So I think I will do that, and then maybe I can get back to the bird tower. Yeah, I think that's the decision, because I think it's more optimal as it is right now. You can see, like, thinking, decisions, how to optimize this beautiful morning. I'll go there and get back here. Let's see if I will get back here. Anyway. So for that other place I wanted to go, I would basically be shooting straight into the sun, and it simply does not work for that shot. So while walking here on the trail, there's like water on this side and there's water on this other side. And since it's a bird reserve, I'm not a wildlife photographer, but I do like to incorporate humans, birds, animals into my landscape photos. And I just got a fantastic shot of a small colony of geese that just took off right here behind me, and then they flew over here and in front of the sun, and then I have the morning mist just below. It looked so good. That was a great shot. More of those. Right now I am looking in this direction here, and this is where I think my Tamron 28-200 is doing a fairly decent job. But I gotta admit, I do miss my 100-400, but I did not bring it. So, well, you know, you always have to sacrifice something. Yeah, I'll just stand here for a couple of minutes and see if a few birds fly into my scene, and then I will move on. As always, I would love a comment and let us just make it something useful. So I'd like to hear which one of the photos you like the best from this very nice and surprising morning of wildlife photography once you have seen the rest of the video. So one of the big attractions of this specific bird reserve is that there's a big colony of cormorants. And cormorants are a fairly big bird, and they are known to, like, their bird droppings are very acidic, so they basically kill the trees where they decide to make their colony. But those dead trees looks absolutely gobsmackingly cool, especially here in the morning mist. So these front trees here aren't really like, you can see that, I think it's probably the nests or some other kind of not so dead yet leaves on the trees, but over there in the background you probably can't see it here. Many of the trees are way more dead than those here in the front, but generally I really like these trees, even though I prefer to shoot at summer when it comes to forest photography. These dead trees, like there's these ghost trees, there's something about them. There's some moody, and then when we combine it with this gorgeous morning fog, which is lit from the side, like, what more can you ask for? And the birds are of course full of the birds. So yeah, beautiful shot. Again, I'm not doing a whole lot about it. I actually do have to handhold this one because I have a few bushes here in front that I don't want to incorporate. I just want the meadow and then the trees. So what I'm doing is that I'm handholding it, putting it to ISO 200 f8, and that gives me a shutter speed that, by including my anti-vibration setting in the camera, I can handhold it, not on the tripod, no, but handhold it and then actually get the shot. That was a little bit complicated to explain, but I'm pretty sure you got the idea. Handhold the camera up high and then get the shot. So yeah, beautiful. Some geese are taking off now. It's noisy here and it's stinky here. Bird reserves. So one of the things I've learned over the years when it comes to incorporating birds, people and so forth in your photos is that it is just about being ready. Like, you can either set up your composition for the specific landscape and wait and hope for a bird or something to fly into the landscape where exactly you want it, or you can be a little bit more adjustable in the way you shoot. So you may not have found your specific landscape, but you follow the birds all around, and then it's all about when you should take the photo, when you should make that click. And that is where it is just so utterly important that you have it's called, I'm not even sure what it's called in English, but probably lasset or something like that. Like it's just like on your spine how you're supposed to compose your scene, and it just comes with practice. And it comes with studying photos. Like the main thing I go for in all these photos here are simply balance. I just need to balance my photo. I'm not really aiming for leading lines and so forth, especially not with the longer lens. Leading lines can be a little bit problematic to incorporate in your photos, but balance is just utterly important to your photos, and that is one of the subjects in my landscape composition ebook. So if you want to learn even more about composition, balance, and all the other things that you can use to create beautiful landscape and wildlife photos, then be sure to check out my ebooks. There's links to them down in the description. They're super easy to read. I've designed them to get to the point, straight to the point, and then a lot of photos to show the point. So yeah, check them out in the description. Check out the light versions first if you don't know if you want them or not. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. So right now the conditions are just golden, absolutely beautiful. I actually think we are on our way out of the golden hour, but I haven't really moved much. I'm still looking here. Right now I'm taking a shot where I'm isolating these two trees here, and then I'm shooting out over the lakes here, and it just looks beautiful. Like there's some ducks down there, and yeah, have the mist out here in the background, separating the trees, creating atmosphere. It's just one of those beautiful mornings where you improvise, you go to a place, you have been here once, you didn't really expect anything, and then you're just taking so many, well, at least a few really, really beautiful, beautiful photos. These are the mornings. These are the mornings, September mornings, that I love the most. In these atmospheric conditions. Absolutely beautiful. But I do miss my 100 to 400. I cover all the editing techniques and many more I've used to make the photos in this video in my huge 19+ hours Photoshop for landscape photographers post-processing course. It's designed to move you from beginner to advanced user in a progressive way and easily get you started using Photoshop whether you're familiar with Lightroom or not. There are discount codes for both Photoshop for landscape photographers and Topaz Labs denoise, along with links to my ebooks in the description of the video. And as I said, be sure to let me know which one of these wildlife-ish photos you liked the best. Thank you so much for watching.